Hello, my name is Momo, better known as Ukumari on the internet. Today I want to teach you how I make stickers, or at least my stickers, using the Cricut Explorer 2. Yeah, let's get into it. Ha, just kidding, you thought we were going to get into it? No, we're doing a shout out for my amazing patrons. Thanks to Infernos, Drew Strouft, Mayu, Song Chow, Rate Meow, Cheeky Girl, Not Warsaw, Mickey, and Charlotte's Artem. Thank you guys so much for your continued support on Patreon. It makes my day. I hope you guys enjoy what you see on there. Let's get into the video. What are the materials that you will need to make stickers? I personally am making kind of glossy stickers, so you will need a sticker sheet paper in some capacity. You will need a lamination sheet to put on top of it. You'll need a printer to print the stickers and a cutting machine. In this case, I have the Cricut. And you also need a computer to edit or some device. You can do it on your iPad. That is something that you can do. I just personally haven't done it yet. So you're going to start up the Cricut design space. And what you're gonna do is you'll want to do a new project here. All right, so this is like a new page or canvas, if you will, for your sticker sheet that you'll be making. You're gonna wanna hit upload. When you hit upload, you're gonna go ahead and hit upload image, browse, and we're going to try to find that file. In this case, here it is. We're gonna make a little Gengar sticker. I'll be honest, I don't quite know what the simple, moderately, and complex stuff means. I just have always seen people hit complex, so that's what we're gonna do. In this screen, you can essentially erase or select anything that you want removed, but we love how the sticker is right now. Now, this is important. This is just cut image, and this is the print to cut image, print then cut. So we want the print then cut image because we want to be able to print the sticker in the format that it's in. If you just hit the cut image, that's just telling the Cricut what line to cut on. So we want to be able to print it first. We'll hit upload. And so since it's been uploaded, we'll click it and we will insert the image itself. So something that I advise that you do is make a square shape, move it off to the side, and hit that lock so it's unlocked. The Cricut can only recognize a small section of a paper. I say small because you'll waste some paper. So what that is it's 6.75 by 9.25. That's what the Cricut recognizes. That's what they will create a bar on that's as big as you can go. Because watch this. This is the shape that we've made. If we make it any bigger, hold on. We'll take our Gengar. We'll send that to the back. So if we make that Gengar any bigger, this little you need to reduce the size to this. So it's just easy to make your formatting page you can kind of create within the lines. So for these stickers, I am making them at a width of 1.4, and I'm going to duplicate about 4 across. Make sure there's some good space in between them. Now I know that a lot of people can like turn them around and fit them in between cracks. I'm just not one of those types of people. I just like it nice and orderly. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit one of them, hit shift click for all of them, and I'm going to go to align, and I'm gonna have them align on the bottom. I found that whenever I place them on the sheet randomly, the bar that it'll print around the page, which you'll see, is wonky and shifted, thus sending the cuts that I have offline. We don't like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate all of those, and we will keep putting them down. It's okay that they aren't aligned. We will recenter them. Can I fit another one? I cannot. Okay. That's fine. So since I know that they fit in this gray square, I'm going to go ahead and delete it. Now I'm going to go ahead and select per row the align and align left. And so this should be in a perfect, like straight, oops, not if you do that, a straight box, like whatever. Okay. So what I personally like to do is, since I know that this is a sheet that I'm going to come back to and print constantly, I'm going to select all of them and go down to flatten. So it's as if you're merging all of your layers in like an art file. You're pretty much just flattening all of it. So then what I do is I make sure that I save. So we'll go Gengar sheet 2, because I did have another one, but I changed the outline of it. So then once that's all in one layer, you're going to go ahead and hit make it. So what this is there's a 1, and if you have that previously when we were saying that the shape should be either a cut or a print then cut, if you had a cut, it would be like cut number 2 on there. I just prefer not to mess with that, if I'm being honest. Okay, so let me turn my Cricut on real quick. Alrighty, so I want to send this to my printer. Yep, now here's the important thing. Take off the bleed. When you hit add bleed, it just adds this weird gray color around your sticker, and it's really annoying. So if you also have a specific type of paper, go ahead and hit that use system dialog and hit print. If you're on a Windows computer, it'll just pop up, but if you're on a Mac computer or Apple, it's behind the window. Okay, so I know that I'm low on ink, but it's fine. So I personally am going to go ahead and hit photo and best quality and hit print. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to let it print and we'll go from there. Okay, yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, so we have our printed sticker sheet. I'm going to go ahead and kind of switch over to voiceover mode in a second. I need to show how I put on the lamination sheets, put it on the mat, cutting, etc. Before we do that, the settings that I use to cut out the stickers themselves are the heavy cardstock with the more pressure. The reason why I do the more pressure is because you are having to puncture through a lamination sheet, a sticker sheet, and the backing of it, so it is quite thicker paper. Let's go ahead and put on the lamination sheet. Let's go ahead, put it on the mat, and then into the Cricut. Welcome to the voiceover segment of this video. So I'm just opening up the Cricut here. We've done all the steps before. The sticker sheet is printed and it's time for lamination. So the lamination sheets that I use are the Avery self-adhesive lamination sheets. I avoid using thermal ones because you have to buy a machine to do that, and it's just another expense that I cannot afford. So the great thing about these lamination sheets is they're pretty darn transparent, so you can kind of figure out how to cut them to size, which I already did previously. And how I cut mine to size is I avoid putting lamination on the left side and the top side because the Cricut cannot recognize shiny surfaces, which we'll talk about that in a second. So what I do with the lamination sheet is there's a little peel here at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and peel at the bottom right corner and fold that plastic back. Make sure not to touch the lamination sheet just in case. And I'm going to make sure before putting down the sticky part, I'm going to make sure it's lined up. When it's all good, we'll go ahead and press it down. And what I use to push it all down is this little squeegee that I got from Cricut. It's like the extra large size. So I'll pull back that backing and start pushing it. You have to push pretty darn hard. It's harder than you think, but make sure that you push out all the little air bubbles as you go. I like to do it in one swoop because when you stop, it leaves a little line. So just be cognizant of that. but you can see the air bubbles on that top little Gengar there, and that's because it's not like a thermal lamination sheet. It doesn't fully adhere to the paper. So what I do is I take a microfiber cloth and I just push it all down, cleans the surface, pushes the adhesive into the sticker sheet. I go in just two directions, up and then sideways. It's easier that way. Gone. There are a few scratches. That's because I pressed too hard with the squeegee, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is go in with that tape. So this is what I was mentioning with avoiding two of the lines, because you will have to go over with some tape. It's a matte Scotch tape. It'll mattify that surface so the Cricut can find those black lines. So just make sure that you kind of fit it to size, push it all down, and that way the Cricut can actually read the black lines that it printed. Once you have all the sides down, you're going to go ahead and grab your Cricut mat. I'm using the light grip one. That's the one that came with the Cricut. I couldn't imagine using a stickier surface. I feel like that'd be impossible to tear stuff off. So what you do is you put it in the top left corner, and you don't have to have it perfectly lined up, but I use this squeegee rolly thing and I put it around all the edges. If you did it in the middle, I find the stickers are really hard to pull off. So I just go around, make sure your mat is underneath both of those prongs, and I have it pushed over to the left side a little bit more. Make sure your mat is flat, and you can hit that little flashing button. It'll kind of do this movie thing, and then you can hit the actual Cricut button, which will start the Cricut machine. It'll start to sense the black lines that have been printed around, which is what that light is. So I find that this process of trying to sense the black lines goes for about a minute or so, which it's not terribly long. Here's a close-up of it. I find it kind of mesmerizing. It's like, how do you even know what you know? I don't know. Technology is amazing. So anyways, once it's done sensing the black lines, it's going to go ahead and start cutting. I would watch your first cut. Make sure it's all lined up. It's kind of misleading. The blade is really small in that B container side. Just watch it. Make sure it's going how you want it to go. If it doesn't work, you can hit that pause button on the Cricut machine. Mine went really well. Here's the cuts up close. I think they turned out pretty darn good. So I use this little scapula tool thing by Cricut to pick up any stickers and remove the backs. Even though I have long nails, it's just easier to use a little tool. So there's the satisfying peel and time to pick off the stickers. Since I didn't roll the whole sheet, it's very easy to remove. However, you do have to be careful, because sometimes if you're using a tool like this, or even just your nails, you can peel the sticker off from the back, and then you essentially ruin a sticker. So try to avoid doing that. Be careful with this process. And then I pretty much just gather up all the little dudes. Then I put them in a neat stack so I can fit them in my little container that I got on Amazon. I think they turned out super cute. The little dust on there, please ignore it. I'm sorry. But this is the little container, and with all his little friends. Look at how great that is. They fit in there so perfect. I love it. So cute. Okay, so that's how I pretty much make my stickers. It's tedious little work, but I think it's kind of fun. I don't know. I like the end product. I think that they look really good, and the size is always really fun too. I really like small stickers. So yeah, thanks for making a little dude with me. You're probably gonna ask when will the shop open / like what do you have? I have not released all of my stuff yet. I'm planning on launching in mid-March. I'm pulling up a calendar. I would like to launch on March 15th or March 22nd. That's like the goal. I do have to go purchase a PO box and whatnot, because I'm not giving you my address. Yeah. But anyways, I hope this was helpful. I know that getting started on the Cricut is a lot, and it's really intimidating, and it's also really frustrating because even the official site does not give the kind of information that you're looking for. But yeah, I hope that this is helpful. It kind of gives you some insider look into what I'm creating, but also spending some time with me. So thank you for that. I hope you are still wearing your mask and being safe in quarantine. I hope that you are staying healthy and drinking a lot of water, and I hope you have a really wonderful day. Okay, thank you. Bye.